What's good, y'all? It's your boy NeedForSheed coming back with another NFL recap and predictions. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. I hope everything has been going well for everybody out there. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please, I got new content coming. Trust me, I've been working a lot behind the scenes trying to do what I got to do. I hope you guys have been paying attention. We're coming down to the end of the NFL season. It hurts my heart so much that the college football and NFL is about to be over. As y'all know, I really love football. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna miss it, but we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Let's go ahead and recap a little bit that we saw last weekend. Now let's start with the NFC. We saw the Giants and the Eagles. Self-explanatory. Eagles jumped out 21-0. It wasn't even close to begin with. They just put their foots on their necks. This shows that the Giants really didn't have as much talent. It's Saquon a bust. Can't trust Shepard. Can't trust Slayton. Can't trust any of them to really do anything. The defense, the linebackers are just okay. The DBs are good. The front seven, the front D line for New York is really good. But with the best offensive line in Philly, with Jalen Hurts, two receivers, and Smith and Brown, plus you got Dallas Goddard, it's kind of hard to really pick anybody else. And the way Jalen Hurts was throwing the ball, and then Philly's defense is really good, especially their secondary. With all that happening, I really don't think it was like surprising that the Eagles won. People might say, "Oh, the Giants gonna go on the run." Yeah, that run stopped very quickly. They ran into a wall, a big wall. So, shout out to Philly getting on to the championship round. Now, let's flip it to the next game. Dallas and San Francisco. They got big history. Dallas, San Francisco history in the 80s and the 90s, especially the 90s. That's big history over there. Dion played for both teams, won the Super Bowl with the 49ers, and it's like, let me take the Cowboys over there. So the Cowboys going to win one next year. And they had to get over the hump of each other, all that. So Dallas had lost to San Francisco last year. Same team came to Dallas and beat them. This time, Dallas went to San Francisco, and the result is the same thing. Dak Prescott did not play well. Two interceptions. I don't know what he was seeing in that, anything like that. Dallas defense played well enough to win that game. San Francisco defense definitely played well enough to win the game because they did. And offensively, Brock Purdy, he did enough to win. He put some balls up there that any other team, if they come down with it, they beat the 49ers, but they didn't. And Brock Purdy's undefeated streak continues to go. But Cowboys did Cowboys things. I didn't expect nothing different. I should have picked them in the first game, but I thought Cowboy things was gonna happen then, but it did happen now. So shout out to that. Shout out to San Francisco winning that game. Defense, y'all did y'all job. Offense, you did enough to win the game. Now let's flip it over to the ALC. First game was Jacksonville and Kansas City. From the beginning of the game, it looked like Kansas City was going to roll with them. And speaking of roll, when they rolled up on Mahomes' ankle, the whole dynamic of the game changed. Now, Jacksonville turned the ball over, but they played a superior team offensively. So them turning the ball over really helped Kansas City's chance. Plus, Kansas City, they was force feeding Travis Kelce, and Jacksonville did not do anything to stop that. They didn't do nothing to stop it. He had what he had 13 or 14 catches, so he was just it wasn't even close. He was just, he was going up downfield himself. But Holmes gutted it out. That high ankle sprain, playing football, having an ankle sprain. Trust me, I understand how hurtful it was, and that really hurt him. Trust me, he was limping everywhere. Couldn't even hand the ball off. Barely could do screens. Got to push off your back foot, but you ain't supposed to do that. Try to step up and plant. Can't really do it on that ankle. But he did what he had to do because he threw the touchdown to MBS. So he did what he had to do. Jacksonville, they did what they could. They missed some throws. Christian Kirk missed a pass. The deep pass by Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence pressure came into him. He left that first in the it was either the first or second turnover when he threw the interception to Zay Jones. He just left it just a little bit short. If you put it just a little bit more on that, Zay Jones probably catches that, and who knows goes after that. Agnew fumbling the ball after Christian Kirk went out. Everything is just was a domino effect. And shout out to Jacksonville. They definitely did what they had to do. They played as hard as they could. They did what they had to do. Like I said, they beat us last They beat us last week. Man, they shouldn't even made it this far. All right, I can't remember. That's too long. So they did what they had to do, but shout out to Kansas City because they did that. And shout out to Chad Henne, Leonard leading a 98-yard drive to finish that drive. 98 yards, 98-yard touchdown drive with Mahomes on the bench. Jacksonville defense, y'all supposed to light Henne up, and he came out there and anything was possible. That boy, he was talking to Uncle Shay Shay. He got that Henne, he got that Henne, he got that hen dog. That's what he had. He had that dog in him. Go X-ray his chest. He got that dog in him. So shout out to Kansas City for getting that win. Now, going to the other game. Ooh, Lordy. I went 3-1 last weekend. This was my one loss. Boy, Cincinnati and Buffalo. I picked Buffalo, and boy, was I wrong. Cincinnati went up there and put foots in them in the snow. Didn't even think twice about it. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They was running the ball. They was throwing the ball. The defense was stopping everybody. They just played a complete game in the snow. But they act like Cincinnati don't get cold and Cincinnati don't snow. But they up in Buffalo. They act like Cincinnati ain't like that. And Joe Burrow, Joe Cool, Joe Shiesty, whatever you want to call him. Shout out to LSU. That boy, you see the video, throw it, spin in the air while doing it. Yeah, he's about that life. Josh Allen, love Josh Allen. Talent is up there. Now they comparing him to, he's Tony Romo. He's Cam Newton. I feel Josh Allen will end up his career better than that, but he has to get MVP because Cam did get the MVP, and you got to be Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Now you did. Now I will give people this: he did move from that second spot to the third spot. Joe Burrow has surpassed him because Joe Burrow got the over Josh Allen, and he got over Mahomes right now, so he's still up there. I still got Mahomes number one, but Joe Burrow is definitely number two. They just couldn't do anything. But the biggest flaws that Buffalo had, Cincinnati exploited it. Can't run the ball. You really got one receiver because Gabe Davis is so inconsistent. He's a deep threat, but Gabe Davis is number three, so you need to go get you a number two receiver opposite Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, man, he ain't getting the ball, but I'm pretty sure they're double teaming him all the time. So it's like, dude, I can only do so much. He ain't got no run game, so Singletary got to be out there. James Cook, you got him on the rookie deal. You're going to have to play him more. Josh Allen can't be your leading rusher. Shout out to Dawson Knox. You keep him. But if I'm them, I go get a Saquon Barkley. I go get a Josh Jacobs, somebody like that to go run the ball, and I go get a number two receiver, somebody that I know that would not force you to double Stephon Diggs. Go get him a number two receiver. Go get one. That's what y'all need to do. Fill up that offensive line because y'all get hurt. Defensively, bring most of them back if you can. Von Miller come out ACL. Resign Poirier if you can, but we're gonna see how they go. Buffalo was the preseason favorite, and after the first couple of weeks, they looked like they was on their way to go. The injuries happen, inconsistencies happen, but that's just how NFL goes. Preseason favorite don't always win. So Buffalo, y'all gotta go to the drawing board, or y'all gonna go to the same through the same terror and torment y'all went through with Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, and Bruce Smith. All of them, y'all gonna go through that again. And I hope y'all don't, but go back to the drawing board. Now, that was those predictions. Let's move on to the championships game. Which one? Let's start with the NFC championship game. San Francisco, Philly. San Francisco and Philly. Who do I think gonna win this game? They both have very solid defenses. They both have very solid offenses. This one is probably going to come down to, can San Francisco run defense stops San Francisco's run offense? Can Philly's secondary, the strong suit, keep Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, C-Mac? Can they keep them at bay? And also, can San Francisco's run defense stop? Can San Francisco's defense stop the Eagles offense? Can they stop the Eagles offense with the three-headed monster running? And they actually got a fourth one because what's his name? Gainwell, I forgot his name. The other running back they got, he was running hard. So you got three-headed, four-headed monster. Plus you got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert. So can San Francisco's defense hold up against the Eagles' weapons? It's going to be a very, very hostile game. It might come down to quarterback play. Can Jalen Hurts do better than Brock Purdy, the Mr. Irrelevant? Can he do better than that? He got nominated for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't believe that. I don't think he should have been in there. But y'all gonna see that in my other video when I give my predictions on who gonna win these NFL honors. Brock Purdy should not be in there, but that's another story for another video. But when I think about it, who do I think? This is a tough one. This is a very, very tough one. I'm a lean slightly San Francisco, only because I think their defense is just that much a little bit better than Philly, so they can cause a little bit more problems. And San Francisco will be able to run the ball and control the clock just enough. But I'm barely picking. I'm talking about it's a 3 point to maybe 7 at the most, but it's a 3 point game to me. I'm going to take San Francisco in the upset in Philadelphia. Now, if Philly wins, I would not be surprised at all. But me, I'm going with San Francisco. Now, let's flip it to the AFC. Back to the scene of the crime again. We back at it again. AFC Championship game. We got your boys, Cincinnati versus Kansas City in Arrowhead again. Now, Cincinnati was up. No, they wasn't. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm so sorry about that. Kansas City was up on Cincinnati last year, and they let them creep back in, take the win, go to overtime. Patrick Mahomes probably played one of the worst games in the second half of his life. That second half was terrible, and Cincinnati capitalized off that. Now, Joe Burrow has beat Patrick Mahomes 3 straight times, regular season and playoffs. Right now, Joe Cool owns Patty Mahomes. My homeboy is owned by Joe Shiesty. That's just how it's going right now. Now they're going back to the scene of the crime. Defensively, it's not close. I'm taking Cincinnati's defense. Offensively, even though Cincinnati has the better names and probably collection of talent, the efficiency that Kansas City scores the ball with, Travis Kelce gonna get his, but now they can run the ball a little bit. Check on Jared McKinnon, and now you'll get one-on-ones with MVS. Get one of those ones with Juju. Kadarius Toney can do some things. Sky Moore might become more in this game. You never know. Offensively, I'd say it's more even because you got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon, P. Ryan, Hayden Hurst, and you got to account for Joe Burrow himself. Now, the makeshift offensive line, I need Chris Jones and them to turn it up a notch on them. That's the way they're going to stay in this game. And can Cincinnati's defense stop the all-around game? Now, Patrick Mahomes is going to probably be about 65, 75% on that ankle, maybe even get up to 80. But if he can move around just enough, they should win this ball game, or they should make it more competitive. Me, I'm going to take Kansas City at home. Cincinnati is the more complete team, and they're hot right now. But I just have a feeling that Mahomes is going to find a way to win this game and not go down 0-4 to Joe Burrow, especially not at home in Arrowhead. So I have Kansas City winning. So right now, in my Super Bowl prediction, I have a rematch of Kansas City versus San Francisco in Arizona for the Super Bowl. Now, this can clearly be Cincinnati versus Philly. It could be Cincinnati versus San Francisco. It could be Kansas City versus Philly. It could go either way. These are pick'em games. This is not no definitive, this team is going to beat this team. That is not this. This is a flip a coin, toss it up. Let's go play ball games. You never know. But for my money right now, I'm going to bet on Kansas City gets that first win. Mahomes gets that first win over Burrow. And I got San Francisco defense just slightly stopping Philly just enough to win. So I got Kansas City versus San Francisco. Brain fart. Kansas City versus San Francisco. So, what do you guys think it won? Like I said, I went 3-1 last week. I hope I go 2-0 this week. 1-1, you break even. If I go 0-2, that really sucks. But for now, I hope I go 2-0. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. You guys, please and thank you for all the encouraging words that you guys give me. Always just reaching out, loving your content. Please go tell people to go subscribe. Please go tell people, go like the video, share the video, do everything. I got more things coming. Please, please, please. I really do appreciate all the love and support that you guys give me. And I'll catch you guys again next week for my final predictions of the NFL season, who I believe will win the Super Bowl. Be on the lookout for NFL honors, who I believe will win the awards. NBA All-Star, who do I think will be the starters? Who do I think will make the team? Those are coming soon. Once again, it's been your boy NeedForSheed, and I'll see you guys again next week. You feel me?